Hey, what's going on, guys? I just want to touch a few things. First off, I'd like to talk about rape, robbery, assault, murder, kidnapping, and extortion. Human trafficking also. I just want people to know that those things that I just named is what America was built off. Where we came from. Rape, robbery, assault, murder, kidnapping, extortion, human trafficking. Alright? The things that are unheard of is where we come from. Other countries are mad at us and become terrorists because of what the United States has done to them. Rape, robbery, assault, murder, kidnap, extortion, and human trafficking. This is what I believe, that how terrorists become. I think that the government goes into those countries and they say, hey, if you let us have, let's say, oil, if you let us have this oil, then we will give you guys 500,000 visas to come into our country. And then they agree to it. So they have enough visas for the people to come into the country, but then the 1% and the 10% are the only ones that are able to enter the country. The other 89% become agile, hostile, mobile against the government once word is spread that they should and were eligible to enter the land of the free, which is never going to be reachable for them. And then I want to talk about, we're hearing all these people talk about, you know, these guys they got paint their face black, they had a hood on in college. Wasn't that long ago, I believe it was 1935, where they separated the school, where they let the schools not be segregated. If you look in a lot of the Congress people yearbooks, you may even see them hanging, excuse my French, a nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah. Might even see them hanging one. Then I want to make people aware of, if you are between 60 and 80 years old, you grew up in racism, you were taught racism, you had racist thoughts in your mind, and you implemented racist ways in your daily activity. Now, if you are between 60 and 80, all the way up to 100, and you have inherited money, millions of dollars, you need to give back those funds, because they came from rape, robbery, assault, murder, kidnapping, extortion, and human trafficking. And you know I'm telling the truth. If you have millions of dollars, you inherited that money from what they call now unjust activities. Now I want to know why everyone's acting confused, as if like everyone in the White House didn't come from racism. I don't have anything against white people. I don't have anything against black people. I have something against unfairness. And it's sad because everyone's walking around and, oh my God, can you believe this hood? Oh my God, can you believe this guy painted his face? I do. Look in your history book, buddy. You know, comprehension, reading and comprehension is the most important thing. If you can comprehend what you read, why would they still be showing roots in the school? Why are they showing these type of things to get the country or community or city in an uproar because we care nothing about prevention. It's all about conquer and destroy. Explain to me why you have to go to prison to get programs such as drug program, housing, jobs, all this stuff you have to go to jail for, homeboy industries and all those type of stuff. You have to go through the prison system. So they call it re-entry into the world, right? How can you re-enter into something that you was never a part of? And then one more thing, man. You know, I'm ranting and raving and different. I got a lot in my mind. So I want you guys to answer me this. And I read this before, if a pregnant woman stress is transferred in pain, transferred into an unborn child in her womb, will be affected. The unborn child in her womb will be affected with what she has seen and endured in her life. So if a pregnant African American woman watched her husband or child's father be bit by canines, washed down the street with water hose, beat upside the head with billy clubs, drug into the back of vans, if she witnessed that, would her child not be considered unstable or affected by those actions? And if so, if that child breeds, we're talking about DNA now, when that child breeds, are those symptoms transferred? And if the scientists are right, if they are right about the pain and suffering that a child endures while it's in the womb, would somebody tell me why the fuck the black people never got checks? And if you don't think that I'm right about them getting checks, would you please go back in history with YouTube and watch some of the, what they call now, inhumane activities by the government. And Kamala Harris, please don't think we forgot what you did in California. All right, I'm speaking for people that may not know what she's done. Kamala Harris is the reason why the blacks actually been getting the short end of the stick in California and going to jail. And I want to speak on the crack cocaine and the marijuana. The same legislators, the same congressmen that deemed crack cocaine more potent than powder cocaine, even though you're diluting the drug to make it crack cocaine, should carry more time. Then, 50 years later, the drug has become 50 to 50. Though the same people are still in office that made this unjust law. Then you have people, the same people, said that marijuana should not be legal, gave people life sentences for the marijuana, have now made marijuana legal? Now, with those people that had anything to do with sending those people to jail, the crack cocaine and the marijuana, I believe that all of you guys should be removed from office because you premeditated, knowingly and aware, falsified documents. The information that you had when you deemed crack cocaine more potent and powerful than powder cocaine, you're the same people that's actually still inside of the lab. But you know what it's all about? It's all about conquer and destroy, man. It's sad. You have to go through the prison system. You have to go through the prison system. The prison system is another way of selling and marketing labor and humans at a low rate. How the hell are you going to pay somebody $1 a day to make some of the stuff that you see every day, like signs and license plates. When I was in there, we made border patrol cars. Yeah, I made maybe 100. I probably had 150 border patrol cars that I've touched and made. I believe we were sending them to Texas. It's sad, man. It's sad.